Hello, hello. Welcome to Expansion for Love. My name is Lourdes and welcome to this fabulous pick a card today. If you haven't done it already, you guys, please subscribe. Thank you to those of you who have. It's so awesome to be here. Part of the Earth Angels on Expansion for Love, as we are working on continuing to expand our hearts for love and just learn what it is that we could do to continue to make ourselves the best version of ourselves, right? You guys, we have Instagram. Don't forget to go check it out. It's so much fun. Slowly but surely, we are growing, and as you can tell, we're about to reach 100 subscribers, so I'm so excited, so thankful to you guys. Please share Expansion for Love with anyone that you think would really enjoy it. And I'm excited to do a total giveaway. When we reach 100 subscribers, we will be giving away a deck, so that'll be so much fun. And of course, you'll be able to do that on Instagram, so make sure you're following us on Instagram. Today, we're going to look into what is coming your way this week, and what do you really need to hear? We have 3 cards to choose from. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So we'll start off with pile number 1. Welcome to your read. Looking into your current energies right now, beautiful pile number 1, this is what comes through. We have the 9 of Cups here. Your wish fulfillment is definitely on your heart and mind. And then we have the 3 of Voices. All that heartache that comes with the desire for these things that you don't always have coming in. This heartache that comes in, right, as you are just working on life currently. And that's very much understood. Let me tell you, because you also have the 2 of Voices coming through where you're just being pulled in 2 directions, very heavily, not sure where you are going. You're kind of at this impasse, right? But beautifully, you have the Awakening or the Judgment card coming through, right? Your soul's ready to expand. It's ready for so much more, pile 1. And you've got the Queen of Inspirations. It's like all this is led up to this current time that you're dealing with right now, to your Queen of Wands, to your like passionate just drive that you have and ready to move on and move forward from this heavy heart. And so looking to the stars for a little bit more clarity, right, on where you can move forward with all of this for this week and what's coming in is you have the end of a cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. And isn't that what was already kind of coming through, right? You've got cycles ending, which is awesome because it feels like you've already had this heaviness that you're ready to move forward from. You're ready to like leave it behind and clear it out and bring in that passionate new Queen of Wands beginning, right? We also have the 11th house, I connect. This is the house of friendships, groups, and social activities where we are involved. It covers teams, friends, groups, society, technology, projects, and social media, as well as originality, eccentricity, social justice, rebellion, and humanitarianism. So the 11th house is coming through for you today, and I'm hoping you can see that with the lighting. Oh my gosh, it's so not easy to see, but let's see. I'm not sure that you can see that, but if you pause the video, you'll probably be able to see the 10th house, and it's in Aquarius. And with the 10th house coming through and the ends of cycles, there are friendships and relationships coming through that you're definitely ready to bring fresh life to. That is coming through pretty clearly here. Pile 1, we also have Kadalakaba. Kadalakaba. Faith and expansion. Water your wisdom with integrity, so your vision grows and inspires others to mirror you. Wow. So that's fascinating because Some of you are already like have a presence on social media, and so now it's time for you to mirror to others kind of what you've already been through and all of these past situations you've been dealing with, or like I said, perhaps even current for some of you. These situations, once you move through it, right, you're going to be able to end that cycle. It's going to be over, but you'll be able to connect with people. Be able to connect with them and mirror to them what it is that you've already learned, and you can share with them that they're ready to totally embrace. That's so awesome. I'm so excited to see that, pile one. Dang, wow. And then a really direct message from the Pleiades that I love so much. A beautiful star cluster that just sits there, and like so many people have birthed from, right? They've come from this beautiful place. And with that, we have Tegata and Selenia. And these are two of the stars in the Pleiades, right? In that constellation. And, or that cluster of stars. We've got the triple star grid, align. I connect and align with my higher consciousness. And as you do this, pile one, you'll be able to connect so beautifully to others, right? To the others that are already in your, either, like I said, social media presence, or in your neighborhood, or in your realm of influence. You're going to be able to connect with them. But first, you'll want to connect and align with yourself. And that's why you're dealing with this heartache, and you're dealing with this just complete time of wrapping up all these lessons. You're just working through these beautiful lessons. And to add to that, we have the Selioni, and we have the Enchanter, dream. I wish upon a star and my dreams come true. So the Enchanter and the triple star grid, right? These come in for you at this time just to remind you, you are totally embracing your dreams with that Queen of Inspiration. You're totally going for it. You have the things under your belt with this experience you've been dealing with currently that's going to propel you forward to totally get on with your dreaming and making these dreams come into reality. And I asked for some beautiful advice for you. What like special thing would be just very helpful for you right now? And we have keep your thoughts positive. And that is really beautiful, because instead of concentrating back towards the past, right, it's time to look forward and keep a very positive mindset. But also, if it helps you more so, you can actually just be in the present moment and have positive thoughts in the present moment. Like, don't worry about the future too much. Don't get me wrong, let me tell you, it's something I like struggle with constantly. I'm always worried about like what's going on in the future, and what do I need to plan, and what do I need to prepare. And it's like, it's okay, like we can rest in that. And I think this is just an encouraging message coming through for you, pile one, and it's like I really needed to hear it too. Keep your thoughts positive. Like, just stay in this frame of mind, be present, and be in a very positive place. Good advice for now, let me tell you. And then along with that advice, we also have the Justice card and the Ten of Wands coming through. And these are strongly, strongly reminding me of just that feeling of feeling the load, but also being aware that it's a situation that you know is it's karmic. It's something that is like paying back what needs to be, what's owed, right? And so keeping that positive mindset and recognize you're working through karma, you're balancing those scales, right? And your load feels heavy. It feels heavy, but we're definitely coming into this Queen of Wands inspiration and this dream. So keep working on those dreams, because that's what's coming in for this week for you. I'm really excited. That's really beautiful. I just have this really calm energy about it. It's really good. And it says ascension. So your soul is evolving to a higher state of consciousness. You are ready for this. And like I've said before, that ascension process is something that happens, right? It's like happening all the time at different times. And at the moment, you're going through another growth spurt of that, and you're feeling it. And it is just what it is, right? You need to work through it and go through it. And it's really, it's really lovely to know like what's coming in, right, for that near future, and how you can be prepared to work with those energies, right? You don't have to be so kind of feeling overwhelmed, right? You know, like it's totally coming and it's totally going to be good. So pile one, thank you so much for joining me. You guys take care, and I will move on to pile number two. If you chose pile two, here is your read. Welcome, welcome, pile two. We're going to look into the energies that you're currently dealing with at the moment. And what came through is the Knight of Voices in reverse, the Sun card upright, and the Ace of Inspirations, or the Ace of Wands, in the reverse. And so with all these cards coming through, it's definitely letting me know that you're dealing with some intense, some truths you're not ready to like confront, and your ego's kind of getting in the way with that, and you have like, it's blocking you from starting something new. It's blocking you from moving forward to the next step that you know you've needed to take, but you've kind of been hesitant, right? And it's this Knight of the Swords in reverse. It's this truth you're not wanting to deal with. So definitely take some time this week to look into what you know you already have been working through and you're not wanting to face. So look into that again. Be really sweet with yourself, be really kind with yourself, but recognize there's something currently that's kind of that truth you're not facing. And your ego's there. It's there. And you could just let it rest. Tell your ego, hey, I've got you. You're good. We're all good. We have some shadow work to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's totally good and clear. So make that space for that, right? That's definitely what's coming through there. And then we have some messages from the stars for you. And we have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. And like with prosperity, this very much reminds me of like that stability. Always with anything that seems prosperous is that reassurance of stability. So this is like that spiritual stability, like that abundant stability where your heart is like full of love. There's just this warm place. I just feel it. There's just this warm place, and it's like it's in your solar plexus too. Like there's stuff there that you're going to have that abundance in. It's letting that ego down. Just let it know it's loved and it's cared for and it's there. But be real with yourself, because that prosperity is lying ahead, and that stability, very much so. Like this is coming through as stability for me. So pile two, dang, look at that. I also have for you Pisces, the moon, and with these coming through, with Pisces and the moon coming through, if you could see those, I hope. Both these very much represent mystery, right? And like what's kind of going on underneath. And there is some things you need to look into this week for yourself. This is really intense, pile two. Wow, I'm like amazed. You have a lot of, it's that going back in, diving in for looking for that truth that you haven't really faced. That's totally what's coming through with this. Do that self-reflection that you need to do. Emotions, right? With the moon, instincts, receptivity, safety. Work with your root chakra. Like, do some type of like any Kundalini yoga is a good practice right now, and like doing a meditation where you really see that strong red root light coming from the bottom of your base of that first chakra, right? And yeah, think on that. That is something that's going to help you pull up these truths that you need to face and confront. Wow, that's really beautiful. But both the moon and Pisces are constant reminders to me of like intuition, right? And like diving deep. Pisces is the oldest sign in the zodiac, and so that really comes through to me right now. Ruled by Neptune, right? A higher octave of Venus, if I'm not mistaken. And so universal love. That's really, really a beautiful thing. And you've got that moon Cancer, right? It's very comfy in Cancer. Very full of nurturing and like very emotional. So yeah, Interesting. That's totally coming through for you there in the stars. And along with that, we've got Algarth, hostility and enmity. Do not allow your ego to blind your soul. Offer benevolence to those who despise you. Wow, this is really interesting. So, already brought up ego, right? Like, we know that's a thing. It's so awesome when the cards, right, just keep coming through and you're like, oh, yeah, that's what we got, but it's still like, it's very much pressing here. You're really gonna have to dive deep and let your ego, be kind to your ego, like I said. Don't look at your ego as something that you are harsh with, right? Like, it's your friend. Your ego is part of you. It's beautiful. It reminds me of the Strength card in the tarot, right? You've got this beautiful woman who has over the Leo, over the lion, and she's like making friends with that part of herself, that animalistic part of herself. And so don't allow your ego to blind your soul. Offer benevolence to those who despise you. So there's, for some of you, right, some of you are dealing literally with a person and a relationship that's really pushing you towards not wanting to face the truth, not wanting to face what you're dealing with inwardly. Wow, pile 2. This is just really, really intense coming through. This is definitely, for a lot of you, it's a relationship situation. But others of you, there may be other things going on, right, that you're very well aware of. It's like, for all of you, it's something you're well aware of, and you're just not wanting to face it. Like, you keep pushing it down. And like I said, it has to do with the ego. So yeah, don't let it blind you. And again, here's Pisces. Look at that. Again, there's Pisces. So yeah, definitely take that message and roll with it, because you need to do some deep diving there. Wow, that's pretty amazing. And we have a message from the Pleiades, right? I love to use my Pleiades cards because it's a beautiful cluster of stars out in the universe and in our galaxy, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. I need to double check that, right? But like, these Pleiades they're amazing. They sit in a beautiful place. I really do believe they are in our galaxy, not gonna lie. I think they are. I'll double check that. But anyway, but we have the little star coming out here. Divine, the inner child, is whole and complete. And again, that's just reminding me, like, perhaps as a child you were told that your ego was something that wasn't good, right? Or you were told you weren't supposed to be independent. Or you were told you're too independent, right? You were told you were too much of something. And it's fascinating because we have the little star here, the child. You are actually whole and complete. If nobody's told you that before, I'm telling you now, Earth Angel. Like pile 2, you're whole and complete. Whatever that you have going on that you feel perhaps even maybe a little bit unworthy with, you're that little star and you're shining. And this sun is like reminding us of that, right? And even this letting us know, don't let the ego blind you. Embrace that sun, love that sun, but don't let it blind you. Let yourself be clear, get into the darkness, get into the moonlight, right? Like, work with those energies. That's pretty beautiful. Wow. And we also have, I wanted to ask what would be some good personal advice for you, some self-care for yourself, right? And what we have is ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. So as you go in and you do these deep dives, go and find some friends that you can totally connect with, that you totally trust, right? That soul tribe, and ask them to help, because they know you, they know a little bit about that ego that you have, and for some of them, obviously they're your friends. They love you, even with that ego there, right? They probably appreciate your ego, right? Like, I have a friend that's immediately coming to mind that I think of that I love so much, but they have so much ego, but I still love them within that ego, right? I'm like, I see your ego, it's there, it's screaming for attention constantly, and it's like, but I love you, you know, like, I love you, I'm here for you. And so that's how you have friends like that as well, who, wherever your ego is, whether it feels hurt or it feels really strong and like you want to just like pull it back, like, ask your friends for help. It doesn't make you weak. And I just feel like I really need to show you this card, because I may even like I'm going to adjust the lighting here so you could see those symbols, because I feel like there may be something there that you've been looking for lately symbolically. So I just really wanted to show you that. So had to bring that there for you to see, because for some reason someone's supposed to see that. And if there's something there that you know, leave a comment below, please, you guys. I'd love to know, because it's so interesting when you just feel led, right, to look into something and to do something. But with that, I also, with your ask for help, it doesn't make you weak, right? We also have the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Swords for your advice here, right? And this is very loving energy, right? The Knight of Cups is... I want to make a little recommendation here. This is kind of fun. But if you have a playing card deck and you don't have tarot, right? You can have fun with a card deck because, for example, you could look this up online, super simple. You could grab that deck and shuffle it and let something fall, right? Or pull a card. And the card that represents this Knight of Cups is the Jack of Hearts. The cup suit is the heart suit, right? Of course, it's about emotions. And that'll make sense to you, right? And so with that, yeah, you've got the you've got this very loving energy coming through, and you're kind of holding yourself back, right? You've got that blindfold on, but there's something in you that knows. You know, you already know, right? You get to go look in and dive in for yourself. And you don't have to be bound. You don't have to let things feel you locked in with all those swords. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm loving this. This read is amazing, you guys. I'm like, wow. We also have wisdom. Wisdom as this closing thought for you, because it's like, see your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. So again, that's coming through, you guys. Pile 2, some of you are definitely dealing with some enemies or some people who have just really been battling with you. You've really been duking it out. Wow, that's pretty intense. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. Don't let them get under your skin. Just move forward with being that person. You know, you're going to gain that wisdom, you guys, from inside. That's, again, going back in there and looking and reflecting into that truth. Do it. It's going to pull out that wisdom that you have. You totally already have this wisdom. You have it. So, like, go for it. Go for it. Pull it up. Pull it out. Wow, pile 2. That was awesome. I'm, like, so excited for you this week, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Y'all take care. And I will now move on to pile number 3. If you chose pile 3, this is your read, and here is the card that you chose. Here it is. Pile 3, thanks so much for being here. I'm so excited to read for you today. I just have this like really giddy, fun energy for you. I was like, wow, all the other piles were like super calm and smooth and almost not even like my personality all the time. I'm like, wow. But like at the moment, I just got this like upbeat feeling. Y'all have this really good energy coming through pile 3. I'm excited for you. Also, not to mention, I'm looking at these cards that I pulled for your current energies at the moment that you're dealing with for this week. Like, this is your current situation at the moment, and then we're going to look into what's coming in for the week for you. It's interesting because you got the most cards, so this lets me know you're dealing with a lot of stuff, pile 3. A lot of stuff is coming through for you. We've got the 8 of Wands. We have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the 4 of Emotions, the 4 of Cups, right? The 5 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, and Temperance. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Pile number 3. Yep, it's a lot going on. But it's good. Y'all are really dealing with what really stands out to me that you're dealing with the 8 of Inspirations is the 8 of Wands. Is 8 is double of 4, right? It's like 4 stability, and 8 is double that. So you're kind of like working towards your stability with this. And I feel like you're also holding on to something with the 4 of Pentacles coming through. You're holding on to something that is really keeping you in a very emotionally meh place. You are just not feeling it. You're not feeling it. But this just feels like, believe it or not, like it's interesting because Wands has a very fast moving energy, but it doesn't feel like it with this. Like you are holding yourself back. And what's holding you back, you've got the Five of Pentacles here too, which is again another card of like being, feeling like left out in the cold, feeling abandoned. And what I'm really getting here is you're putting yourself in that place because you're holding on to something. And what really wants to happen is your initial, all right, thing that wants to happen and come out for you is this fast moving, beautiful energy that's always traveling and moving forward somewhere. But it feels like you're stuck. Like I feel like it's very, very stuck, and it's because you're holding on with the Four of Pentacles. Wow. And so with the Seven of Inspirations, the Seven of Wands, yeah, you kind of have this, a bit of like things you're ready to move out the way. Like you're so ready to move stuff out of the way. Dang, I don't know. It's super interesting, but you've got the Temperance here too. So it's like, I love that that's your last card. You have the Temperance card coming through. And with the Temperance card coming in, it's like, you're ready to balance all this out. You're so ready to like have one foot in the spiritual realm and one in the world. Like you're ready to pour out. See, I mean, we've got the moon here. We've got the moon here. We've got the sun here. A place that's going to be good for you, moving out of this current energy, right, and into the week, is looking at balancing out that spiritual part of yourself and going in and reflecting, and also going and connecting with people. It's like connecting with your relationships outside, in your physical presence. Yeah. But there's something, let's look into this. Let's see what could help you for this week, because there's something that you're holding on to big time. Like that's just so coming strong for me here. So let's look into your cards. Let's see, pile 3. What do you have? What do you have coming through? And I love looking into the stars, so that's what we're going to do, is see what moon advice comes through for you. Have faith in your dreams. Yes, waxing crescent moon, pile 3. Have faith in your dreams. And I'm going to really try to show you the cards as up close as I can so that you could see there may be some symbolism or some synchronicities you're looking for. I don't know why it's just constantly coming through lately, and I'm like, I really better show them the cards. There might be something you're looking for. But have faith in your dreams. And full moon, energy peak, harvest, blessing, achievement. And Azurai, creativity and alchemy. Fortune and prosperity go hand in hand. So is your ability to sustain what you already have. Wow. So it looks like, have faith in those dreams. That's what you have. You have the moon coming out, which is harvest, a full moon coming out. Like it's time to bring that. It's like it's coming. It's like it's already coming this week. Something you've already been working on in these dreams and plans. And fortune and prosperity go hand in hand. So is your ability to sustain what you already have. So for some of you, wow, this week, you have a really beautiful, like feeling of plenty coming in. It's like you've already put work down and laid foundations, and you're getting rewards for it. You're getting rewards for it. Some of you are getting promotions. Some of you are getting recognized and rewarded. But it's like you've worked on a project. You've worked on a business like endeavor already that's like now going to be bearing fruit this week. That's really awesome. Some projects for some of you, it's projects. Yeah. Have faith in your dreams though. This really stands out to me. You really need to take time to like appreciate what you've already done. Pile 3, beautiful earth angels, you've already done things and they're coming into fruition. So stop and have faith in those, right? Have faith in that. Have faith in that relationship you've already built in. Have faith in that project you've worked on. Have faith in that time that you've invested. Yeah, that's what's really coming through there. And then I love looking into the Pleiades, right? Because there's a cluster of 7 stars, the beautiful Pleiades, and some of us are Pleiadian starseeds, right? And we recognize like we're made of dust, man. We're made of stardust. Like it's incredible. And it feels so beautiful to be connected to the stars. it's interesting because some of you may have. I just feel like called to talk to you about this. It's hilarious, but I'm like, okay, let's go for it. There's this theory, right, that we come from dust, right? And obviously the Bible talks about coming from the dirt of the earth, right? And then of course there's stardust. And there are stars all over, and they're all light. And there's so many of us who know we're light beings, right? If you're an earth angel, you know you're full of light. You're full of love. You want to give that to other people. You do that, but you want to do that, but you also want to host that love within yourself and keep growing it and building it there. And this card says Inner Temple, life lessons. I go within my shadow for deep spiritual growth. And it's like recognizing that you have light, and that light's always going to create shadow, you guys. Every star that's in the sky, right, that we get this light from, always produces a shadow somewhere. And you need to go within, right? That inner temple always reminds me of your heart within. Sometimes you might feel your soul in some place in your body. We all feel it differently, right? I happen to feel it very strongly in my heart. You may feel it in your gut, right? You may feel it in your head. There's just different places, right, where we feel very connected with our spirit and our soul. And going into that inner temple allows you to like pull up those life lessons that you have already imprinted in your mind. Like there's so much you've learned from the age of 1 to 7, you guys. There's so much you've learned from the ages of 1 to 7. And we carry that with us the rest of our life. And so, like, go inside that inner temple and do that shadow work and see what it is. Like, don't look at your shadow self as a bad part of you. Look at it as a part of you. It's just what it is. It is what it is, right? And as you go in and you take that time to reflect and you pull up those life lessons, you can really believe more in yourself, believe more in the people around you, right? Yeah, that's what's really coming through there. And I really wanted to ask for cards that reflected or that would help you, right? Like self-care, that would help give you advice. And we have surround yourself with your soul tribe. And I love this imagery so much because I have actually had my hair some pretty fun colors before. I should probably post it on Instagram, to be honest with you. I really should, because it's so much fun. It's like, if you have ever wanted to in your life do this, please color your hair. I'm like, this is a message for somebody, I don't know who, but like if you've ever dreamt of coloring your hair, I say, boom, drop it, do it. Don't even think about it. Like, it's so much fun. And what I did was I had this beautiful long mane, girl. I totally did. I had this long, amazing mane, and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to do it. And I did it. I colored my hair all the way. I've done purple, pink, so much fun, right? And then I cut it eventually, and I was like, yeah, let's tap into those masculine vibes, right? Like, totally. And I really want to encourage you to do that. That's just coming through with this card for some of you. But, of course, surround yourself with your soul tribe and recognize that if you want to, go for it. Go for those tats. Go for that fun hair color. I'm looking at this and I'm seeing all the tattoos on the ladies. It's so much fun. Let me adjust the lighting so you can see this for yourself. Look at how much fun that is. These girls are having fun. They are the soul tribe. Look, look, look. Whether it's your guys or your gals, you've got your friends. And nourish your body with high vibing energy. So this week, you guys, please eat beautifully and clean. If you don't feel like you know what that means to do, be assured that you can learn all sorts of ways to eat raw foods or whatever it is that you feel like would really help you. Yeah, so those are 2 really great pieces of advice for you for self-care right now. And to further that, we have the 2 of Cups and the Tower. And so this is letting me know that something that you could work on with your self-care at this time is recognize that some actually really strong energies are coming in this week. Something pretty big is going to happen with just yourself, with looking into yourself and getting into that inner temple, right? In that shadow work, there's going to be something that shakes you up. The Tower always shakes you up. And that's awesome because it shakes up that foundation so that something really amazing could come in. And it's interesting, right? Because we got that 8 of inspirations where that fast moving energy was coming through, but it felt like you were kind of being held back and that there was something you were holding on to, right? All that you're holding on to is that shadow work that needs to be looked into. And of course the temperance is begging to be there and bring that spirituality and that physical world in together. And like a way you could really do that, I love that. I just have to go back to these cards because it's like so amazing that you get to nourish yourself and still your spirit with your friends. And anytime you nourish your physical body, you're still getting that benefit within your spirit. Like it's really awesome. It's like those things are so connected. Our minds are so connected, right? To our body, to our physical body, to our spiritual self. You could feel it. You could feel it. And the more high vibrational you are by exercising and eating beautifully and like taking care of your loved ones and your friends, you just feel more in alignment. So great recommendations for you at this time. And then the 2 of Cups is all about love, right? And cups always remind me of that spiritual love. It's that very, very stable love. It's where like you're going to be able to have that really deep, beautiful connection. And so things are going to shake up within that. And it's totally like within yourself. It's really good. I'm really excited for you, pile 3. You've got some good stuff come through. And we also have a meditation. Take a moment to connect to Source through quiet reflective meditation. And so take that time, you guys, this week to meditate. It's going to give you the answers that you're looking for, and especially connect to that shadow self and see what it is that you need to embrace about yourself, but also work with to improve in yourself and bring some beautiful light to that, right? You guys, pile 3, thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I'm just like, I don't know. It's really beautiful. It's just really, I'm getting this really lovely feeling for you this week. I'm excited. I hope you have an awesome, fabulous week and really do that work that's going to encourage your soul. And I will see you guys later. You take care. Bye. Hey, if you haven't done it already, you guys, please subscribe. Thank you to those of you who have. It's so awesome to be here. Part of the Earth Angels on Expansion for Love as we are working on continuing to expand our hearts for love and just learn what it is that we could do to continue to make ourselves the best version of ourselves, right? You guys, we have Instagram. Don't forget to go check it out. It's so much fun. Slowly but surely, we are growing, and as you can tell, we're about to reach 100 subscribers, so I'm so excited, so thankful to you guys. Please share Expansion for Love with anyone that you think would really enjoy it. And I'm excited to do a total giveaway when we reach 100 subscribers. We will be giving away a deck, so that'll be so much fun. And of course, you'll be able to do that on Instagram, so make sure you're following us on Instagram.